Welcome everyone and welcome to All In, All United.
Remember the comment he made?
I got from bar to the
Run Ryan.
And everything. You have players out there.
I think the fellas will take it more serious.
No way. What grade?
Yes, because at the end of the day, right now, Manchester United are
Welcome everyone and welcome to All In, All United. Earlier, we deal up with Everton today, right? And I mean, I think we did it in fine fashion. It wasn't all impressive performance, but I think, with we got the job done. We got 2 goals from Rashford, 2 goals from Xerxes, 2 assists from Ahmad, 2 assists from Bruno, and right about now I think we sit in 9th on the table, with 4 points off 4th place, so I mean, Chef not here yet, but I think Chef had to start to organize to take orders because I feel we finish in top 4, right? Yep. So, I mean, I organizing to go through the man menu and pick out one of the most expensive things you have on that menu, you understand? Because you can't be making shopping bets, so, Anyway, fellas, what we say? Nico, JP, Sibian, Phil, what going on, fellas? What going on? How we feeling?
Somebody audio bad.
I don't know, it's like a fan in the background. I don't know.
Yeah. Somebody sitting too close to the window.
It could be that. But let me go ahead with the thing. I'm gonna get some comments, right? So Candice James Ali on the inside, good night to you. Another glorious win. You don't know. Glory, Man United. Thanks for joining. Ethan on the inside. Thanks for joining, buddy. Blessings and love, man. Good night. Good day at the office. It's been a while. I think it's his first home win in the Prem. So I mean, it's always good. I mean, he got his first win as Man United manager midweek, and then he gets his first win in the Prem, and it's always good to get it at home. So anyway, fellas, as we were saying, how we feeling? Hey, the man on the inside, man. Are we talking about? I don't know if you hear the opening comments, Chef.
Let's know. Come on, 2 minutes. Come on, a minute.
All right, no sin. So yeah, GP, how we feeling?
I get enough. 4 goals, 2 from Rashford, and I thought they better give Xerxes a little time, So I feel good today. I feel it was an overall good performance. Not as controlled as the game midweek, but the main thing, we scored 4 goals, clean sheet, and we move up the table. So I good.
Yeah. For me, I mean, it's about the confidence that Amarin, placing in some of these players, when Hoyland would have played a good game last game, scoring 2 goals, over a good performance. I thought he done enough to start today, but still, Amarin said, well, Zuski turn, Zuski show where I have, we placing that confidence in you that they could do the job, and and the man fit the system, and I guess he fitted how the coach wanted him to play, against the Everton defenders. So kudos to Amarin placing confidence in these guys, man.
He went first.
Oh, God.
You might forget about Martial. You might forget about Martial.
My player.
Reem is good, boy. Just the Reem said, oh God, where does man come from?
My player.
You want to trim away.
We don't never see that jersey.
Exactly, JP. Exactly, JP. You might wait till we have jersey in the background for how long? I'm saying to bring it out. You must say, boy. Finally can bring it out.
Yeah.
Hey,
I want to talk about how in the summer we were linked with Gerard Branthwaite for 80 million.
Oh yeah.
That guy had a hell of a stinker of a game today.
Yeah.
So we'll probably go back this. We'll probably go back next summer for him. But Everton, that 80 mil went now. That 80 mil is now about 35 or 25 million now, buddy. Sorry. But I mean Xerxes. I tell people that they got some United players that listen to this podcast. You know, they are. I have a feeling so, right? But it's funny. The head person that didn't get any goals today was man of the match. And we'll talk about that specific player later. So
Yeah. Simeon, you went already?
No, I mean, I just want to say, we try to predict Amarim started in lineup. I say it makes no sense at this point trying to predict what lineup this man gonna bring out. This man bring out Zerk, Sticky start. Mainu who can get sweat yet start. Who else? Rashford pop up, up front again. If we can actually it's hard to figure out who we gonna start, and I like that. I think you're gonna see guys really trying to impress, throughout every game because they don't know where the next start gonna be. So just want to say, it's looking good as far as his selection and how we imagine these players. Just want to say that.
Yeah. Chef on the inside, Chef, we sit in 4 points off fourth place, boy. I just wanted to throw that in there. So organized,
Say
right?
that again. Sorry.
I say we sit in 4 points off fourth place, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
organize,
yeah,
eh?
yeah.
Organize. Next time, don't make me took it back, right?
Species, let's not get there, but listen, as I
Let's
said,
send out your menu now. Send out your menu now, right? Send out your
I
menu.
said,
I will
if
work
it
with
does
you.
happen, it would be good. It would be good to be wrong.
Nice. And it will be costly too, right?
I was expecting a man to come with I love Xerxes pum tonight.
So we will say, Chef, how we feeling?
See that?
How we feeling? What's the vibes? How we feeling?
Today was a good one. We play well. We start off probably a little slower than we would have liked, giving away the ball a little too much. But I had to say, when we start to pressure them, we start to press and hunt as a pack, which is impressive to see. Listen to me. I watching Bruno, and Bruno, the hit a long pass want to come out bad, but somehow it the simple football and but all that to say, Ahmad is effing class. That's all I have to say.
Yeah. No doubt. We have Javid on the inside. Thanks for joining, man. He's saying football is fun again. Right?
Don't get carried away. We playing Arsenal next, eh? Don't forget that. Don't get carried away.
No, and I'm glad you bring up that point, Chef. So let me start with you now, right? We've been here before, right? We've been here before, and all of us
Several times.
Yeah, and everybody here, we say be cautiously optimistic. We want to be positive. We want to be careful. But from what it's seeing so far, right? What in all your opinion would give you the impression that this time different than the previous new manager bounces in the past that we would experience and get hurt by? What I think this time, from what I'm seeing, different? Chef, I'm starting with you.
That mean I'm not there yet, you know. Me, I'm not there. Listen,
Let me
Dan.
go with the men who drinking the juice already. JP, let me go with JP because JP
Yeah,
done
yeah,
drinking the
yeah.
juice
Go
already.
JP.
Right?
Because I
Go through.
still negative Nancy.
All right. Fair enough. Fair
All
enough.
right, so
Some fellas hurt so much that it'll take longer. Yeah.
now I would say for me, and I say for me, starting his first game that he was brave to go with his formation. And I think many managers came and they will have said that, this is how the side's supposed to play with the players that they have. And nobody was brave enough to really kind of come and, well, we will change it up and do it my way properly then. Right? I like that from Amarim in this instance. That's one thing. And you're seeing a real confidence in the players. It don't seem new manager bombs confidence because it's like when you look at a player like Ahmad, we know what Ahmad could have done all the time. We saw it since last season and when he came on and made a big difference in the FA Cup against Liverpool, it was like, okay, well, why we still not even seeing more of Ahmad even after that? So we had players there who could do certain things, even with the substitutions. Look at the substitutions today. The quality of the team not dropping. The way we play, and you're not seeing this big fall off when there are substitutions as well. So that's what it just getting me a little more excited looking at the team to think if this man had a preseason, what would have gone by? That's how I feel it.
All right. Yeah. 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 Nicole, what you saying? What you saying?
I kind of with Chef, but I think I'm more 70-30 in terms of I don't know, maybe 60-40. Still too early, right? I still think that men want to put on the name, stamp the name in, to be starting to get comfortable. So they're giving that extra effort, but then I'm seeing a hunger and a renewed kind of desire in the team now, and I don't know, and what I'm saying, 60-40, I don't know if it's sustainable now. Because I seen Rashford doing some things that I didn't know Rashford still had that. Right? I seen Rashford making some effort runs. And Rashford running with a kind of devil in him that I haven't seen for a very long time. So, if that is sustainable, then hey, Amaral is the man. But because we have been, not our first time on this rodeo, I still a bit cautiously optimistic. Yeah.
I'm following from Nico there, and I commented to me, right? I mean, when after Nico, invest so much stocks in Ten Hag and have to throw them juice on them, I could understand why no, you're still you're playing it safe now,
Yeah.
Sibian, talk to her.
I mean, yeah, I mean, it's too early. I mean, it's doing the right things, but it really is too early. I mean, and he said himself, it's all nice and good the first few games when players are, motivated, and they have to run for a few games, for a few games. But what happens when it's 10 games in, 15 games in, when we start getting, 2 goals, we start being behind, and guys don't feel that and that emotion to run. Like, it takes more than 1 or 2 games to really get a sense of if it's working. So he's doing all the right things. I mean, but we haven't really played anybody really yet. I mean, Ipswich, good upcoming team, but they really don't have the kind of talent to play with us. Everton played like crap today. We got lucky. Today was more a game of luck and them playing bad than it was of us. I mean, it's the Premiership. You take your chances, and that's good. But a lot of things went in our favor today that might not have gone well. So we didn't see enough yet, but we taking our chances. Guys got confidence, so he's doing a good job so far. Let's see how it goes on. When we play Arsenal.
Yeah. One thing I'm going to say, right, Simeon, and to me, like that's part of football. I see luck. You need luck in football. I don't care what nobody say, right? Luck important. Luck real important. I tell you, when that season, for that season when Liverpool win, they was getting some kind of last minute goals to win games, and I was asking whether them hire a witch or not. You know what I'm saying? So for me, we have to take luck when we get it. We can't just say, well, we're lucky, so we don't deserve it, or we're lucky, so well, we're not seeing progress. But I get your point. I get your point. I understand. Phil, what you say?
The Amaranth juice, is one of those instances where the juice in the fridge. You open the fridge, you close it back, and then you expect when you open the fridge again that you can see something different, right? I haven't taken out the juice out the fridges yet to drink it, but it's in the fridge. That's all I'm gonna say, right? Um, yeah, a couple of points you guys mentioned with regards to the substitutions. There was no drop in intensity or in style of play, so that's a good start. Um, with regards to rotation as well too, right? He's making the rotations and the subs at the right time, not waiting to the last minute like certain managers before, right?
Yeah, but he messing up in fantasy teams, man. Messing
But
it up
but
before
he
60 minutes.
he ain't care. He ain't care.
You care what my fantasy
My
points
fantasy
were.
is to finish in the top four. Okay, that's my fantasy there, right? I got to point out something that I heard today, which is kind of true. Marcus Rashford always shines under new managers for a little bit of time, right? So, not taking away from what Marcus Rashford did today, right? But I'm just saying, let's come back to this podcast a year from now and see if he's still assisting, if he's still scoring goals as well too, right? A year
That's
from
all.
now, 2025.
But
Right?
to be fair, he
That's all.
started the season okay. Yeah? He started the season good. To be fair to Marcus.
Yeah, true, but I still maintain we come back next year around the same time,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Christmas.
from now.
Yeah. Um, what I also like is that I think by next year, January, February, not the column, the section of players we don't have to worry about will increase, right? We started off with Mazrari, then we went from Mazrari to Mazrari and Delit, and then possibly Mazrari, Delit, and Ugarte, and then I'm gonna say it right now: Mazrari, Ugarte, Delit, and Ahmad Diallo. Right? I think that list will eventually grow from now until like a January, February, right? So those four players, Mazrari, Delit, Ugarte, and Ahmad Diallo, and people may say Onana, but
Onana,
Onana has been performing before.
he had to wait for the season.
Yeah, Onana has been performing since Amarin came in, But okay, let's add Onana. So that's five players, right? That list is good enough for me for a good start for now, right? Um, I am not drinking the Amarin juice yet, but I'm drinking the
Nope.
Ahmad Diallo juice. Ahmad Diallo is feeding me, and my mouth is wide open. Okay.
Pause. Pause.
But no,
I thought Simeon was shaking his head, with the when he was talking about the
Listen, because
undroppables.
I want,
I want to know
I
why.
think, remember, this is a PG-13 podcast, yes?
but yeah, I definitely we have a fighter in our team in Ahmad Diallo. He fights for the football, right? I think most United fans, even on this podcast, were saying that Ahmad Diallo should be playing further up. I think Ahmad Diallo has found his rightful position at right wing back. That guy does everything: defend, press, assist, and score from right wing back. Okay, so I think he's found his right position. I was kind of glad that Garnacho didn't start today, but yeah, I was kind of glad. But we could come back to Garnacho soon, right? Because there has some plays that Garnacho did today that were selfish as well today. But we'll come back to that later on, right? The one highlight that I had on repeat today was the Joshua Zirkzee pass to Ahmad. And that was in the second half. That was a pass.
Yes.
That was a pass. There was another pass that Joshua Zirkzee gave to Ahmad in the first half. Somebody turn off room camera, please. There's a pass that Joshua Zirkzee gave Ahmad in the first half that Ahmad flopped. I don't know if you guys remember that, right? It was right? But the pass that Joshua Zirkzee gave Ahmad in that second half, because I think it was either Casemiro or Bruno that won the ball, and then it was just a pass out of this world, right? And you know, if that was a Kevin De Bruyne, everybody would have been that would have made headlines tomorrow in the newspaper, right? But yeah, I think the momentum is there with all of our strikers: Rashford, Højlund, Zirkzee. Continue this momentum going on to the end of the season. That's all. That's all we ask for. We ask for consistency, right? You can put in, and I go back to the list. Where is Onana, Mazrari, Dalit, Ugarte, and Ahmad? These guys, I can guarantee, will put in a 7 out of 10 each game, minimum 6.5 at least, right? But if you can get the other 4 or 5 players to put in these type of performances, I think we as Manchester United fans will be happy, just to be consistent. Because at the end of the day, we've seen our team under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, under Ralph, under Moyes, and under Ten Hag just now, right?
I'm interested to hear Simeon response to it, because I know Simeon was shaking his head. I know we didn't get to Chef yet, right? But I'm interested to hear what Simeon disagreement was. Care to share, Simeon?
You're muted.
You're mute.
I mean, Ahmad is the boss. I mean, Majwari, he's been consistent. Ugarte, I think we have to see. We still got to wait on Ugarte. I mean, because, like I said, the last few games, who we play.
You're going to play who in front of you? That's all.
I know, but when we start playing these teams,
we go see next game now, man.
It's I get tired of these players, scoring 5-6 goals against championship level teams, and then next game they go gun shy, in front of goal for the next few. So I really want this. I really hope you're right about these players, because Mashwari, yes, I mean you can't put up Mashwari, but you got like you said, we need more of these players that are consistent every game. Bruno's playing better, guys are playing better on Amarim. You could see the level raise. I just want to see it, continue against better teams.
One thing I also realize is that I think Chef mentioned it, but Bruno has been itching to play a Hollywood pass, but he just stops and says, "You know what? Let me just keep it simple."
Discipline. That's discipline.
Itching. I can tell. I can tell. I say, "Oh Jesus Christ!" And I was like, "Oh, I'd be so surprised." Bruno plays simple.
He play one today. No, but he play one today.
A coke addict would just need a 10 ball.
Yeah, boy.
No, he play one today because there's some pressure from Everton.
He did.
And he hit a hopeful one to Zutski. You want to know, well, Bruno, come on, where that come from?
Yeah, I remember that.
I don't think Bruno was as good as midweek today. I don't know. I don't know if it's the position
he was disciplined, but he wasn't as disciplined as
he was as good as. I mean, when I watched the game after, I didn't leave thinking, "Hey, boy, Bruno, boy, well done." I didn't think that. I mean, kudos to him for the assist, but I didn't leave thinking, "Hey, boy, Bruno, boy, yes," like how I felt midweek.
But I still don't feel. I still don't feel like it's have a player that could replace him. Well, I could be wrong.
Not yet.
Not yet. No.
Yeah. So, Chef, seeing that you made the statement that it's more on the pessimistic side, if I could use that term.
On defense.
Right, on defense. So, I mean, we watch Amarim ball for about three games now.
Mm-hmm.
So, what concerns now you see, and with the way he just set up his style of play, how the team playing under him. What concerns you have with the team?
So I'll say the team is certainly starting to understand Amran Ball. You're seeing it getting better and better from game to. One of my concerns is the level of fitness we have. To play that kind of football, that your fitness level had to be supreme. I will say our squad is looking, we always had a problem with the drop off when substitutions come, but generally we still getting the intensity. But that being said, I just want to, that we able to continue pressing like that, keep on going after for 90 minutes. I mean, I say, as Phil said, you can only play who in front of you, and it is Everton. But at the same time, against tougher opposition, it's going to be harder. So I just hope men could keep on with that type of intensity, keep on with that type of press, keep on listening to the manager. We know we have a way when things ain't going our way, we just revert back to shit snake. So hopefully, but outside of that, I just cautiously optimistic.
Yeah. Let's get some comments on the same question to you, right, Nico? So Chris on the inside, thanks for joining, man.
Oh, Chris.
Dwayne on the inside as well. Good night, buddy. Thanks for joining. Hammond Warrell on the inside. He said
My
Manchester.
number one customer, boy. Oh, man.
He said we got our foot up on the gas, but America gotta do it.
America.
I don't know if I miss it. Yeah, right? Doing saying here, yes, Arsenal is next, but getting the points in front of us is important, right? Alan Lewis on the inside. Thanks for joining, man. He said I was glad to see some sort of positive play today, but the real test of the new coach with his system will be against Arsenal, and will be the players follow it, or will the players follow it, or will they do like they always do and do their own thing? All right, Dwayne saying here, this is only the third game. I'm positive and optimistic, but not naive to the fact that some of the players are not good enough. For the opposition, so far it seems we as United should be beating. Let's see how we cope with the harder test. Even then, I won't be too critical because the coach is new and the system is, little time. Yeah, correct. I agree with that. Jesus Action, the insight, thanks for joining.
Oh, big brother.
All right, he's saying good 3 points with clean sheets and 4 goals on the 4 column. Yeah, correct. I listened to the game, still have to look at it word by and quick and dirty summary. All right, fair.
Kevin, 3 points.
Kevin Williams on the inside. Thanks for joining. Remember when I said free Ahmad, that boy is the truth. All right, Arun on the inside, he's saying good night. United 4 goal difference, City 3. City in the mud. All right, Kevin saying here, you're forgetting Meno. Right,
No.
Chill, right? Doing saying here, the last time we beat any team by 4 clear goals was 2022. Wait, so long ago, by judgment.
21.
By car.
Javed Samara, my daughter, says hi. All right, hello, Samara.
Good night,
right,
Samara.
You're already in the house.
Nice.
Nice. All of a sudden, the bench looking strong. We're winning first and second ball, pressing well, wary of fitness levels and our ability to sustain. Okay, all right, I got that. Okay, it's going to be Amorim. Right, so let me go back and read the comments. All right, so Manchester, we got to put to the gas, but Amorim gonna do it. All right, nice. No making sense.
He gotta be typing from his phone. I know no keyboard can do that.
Yeah, Nico, concerns on Amorim's style. Go through.
You're on mute.
Oh, yeah, Reem, say it again.
Your concerns with Amorim's style of play, Amorim ball after 3 games, any concerns you have with players?
Nah. It's too early to be too critical, to be honest. But what I could talk about is the positives. I think we touched on that before. And some of the positives are how fluid the style is. How fluid in terms of when we're in the attack and how fluid when we're defending. I think in terms of the understanding how to defend, when to fall back in our four, when to break out, when we're attacking. I think the team and the players understanding that very well.
Mhm.
And as we talk about, even when the substitutes come in, they know their role well,
Yep.
even in a short period that he has been there. So I think for me, it's more positives in the style than concerns. You know, I haven't really had much concerns. If I really had to nitpick, I know somebody in the comments talk about Meno. Um, Physically, I think Meno's struggling a little bit in this system. You know, I think physically,
You feel so bad because
I
we
find so.
Alright,
always
so
we always say
I
it, right?
personally find
No,
so,
no,
but
no,
I could be
fair.
wrong. I could be
No, but
wrong.
fair.
hey,
I could
I
be
don't
hey,
wrong.
know. I don't know
you're
if you're
wrong.
considering.
Stop
I don't know if you're
nitpicking.
considering. No, I don't know
Uh-huh.
if you're considering certain factors because remember he was injured for about a little over a month,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
Boy, it was
And
2 months, boy.
it's two
Yeah.
months. Okay,
No,
okay,
yeah.
okay, okay.
So remember, I didn't say nothing technically. Yeah? Nothing
Ye-
technically,
Yeah.
and the physicality could be based on fitness, right?
Right,
Which could
correct.
develop, right?
Right.
Which could develop.
No,
So
but
that I'm saying,
it could also be he now coming back
that
into
I'm saying,
yeah.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And to me, sometimes the space that he had to, right? If you're talking about today's game, right? The space that he had to cover at times, I think he struggled a bit. And again, I know he was playing Casemiro, so maybe it wasn't the best pairing, but it worked. But otherwise, I really like the fluidity of the system, and then how you could fit Azuki, which I was really questioning how you going to fit Azuki into the system, and if find a way to fit in seamlessly. I think the system, no complaints at all.
Yeah, nah, no, they just me, eh? Nico song in real two tongue because just now your ball you ain't sure about whether you're drinking the man juice and you sound like you don't drinking that juice already. You are
No, but
Johnny
I'm still
Vintage.
optimistic. No, but I still, I train. No, I know, I'm not putting my neck out there, and I'm not drinking that juice just so. I'm not drinking that juice just so, right?
Lama sip, lama, lama,
And I'm
lama,
saying
lama,
it's
lama sip my punch and hush. Eh?
no, but it's still because everything was seeing looking good, but it's still too early. It's still
Correct,
too early.
correct. Got you. And I know earlier Simeon had shared the same sentiments about Meno. Right? I don't know if you want to expand on that a little bit, Simeon. You know your concerns about Meno.
I mean, my concern with Menu has it's not really to do with the system. I think because before he was kind of struggling with Ten Hag system too. I think it's just where does he fit best? Like what kind of player is he? He's not the fastest. I mean, even when fit, he's not the fastest. He's not the strongest. So I think you know, getting to a point with his speed and physicality. We know he can play. We know he can handle the ball. We know he's a smart player. But do, do you want him to be the one, running back, chasing down, another midfielder or another forward? Like he's not that guy. I don't think he's powerful enough, for the Premier League. And my issue with Amarim's system right now, my only issue is we are still prone on the counter on the counter. I mean, we still don't
Yeah.
have the players. You got the only one that really stands out, but we have to get at those two guys in the middle correct. I don't know if it's going to be Menu, if it's going to be Casemiro, if it's going to be Erics. I don't know who is Mount. I don't know who it's going to be, but we have to get that figured out because the guys, like the forwards, are helping out a lot better now, but still, like too many times, like today, early against Everton, like if they made a better pass, they would have been in today a couple
Yeah.
of times. We could have been down early. Like we don't have enough athletes. And he said when he first, joined his team, we don't have that kind of physicality in a team to really, you know, get back, in a good enough way. And it's going to show up against the more potent teams like Arsenal, guys who could break, faster and, more powerful. So my issue with, Menu is not, it's just, I mean, I know he's coming back, but is that his best part? And do we have anybody else to play in that spot besides Ugarte, that midfield? And who are our tacklers on the team? Like we suck at tackling, period. Like
Agreed.
Casemiro, unless Casemiro is right there, he can't stop nobody. Yes, the perfect spot. But I think we have an issue that his system is not going to solve. So he has to figure out how he's going to set up that second person, with Ugarte and somebody else. Otherwise, we'll get destroyed and counter attack against a good team.
Yeah, I agree. I definitely agree with that.
I'm a bit confused because I think the two players that are going to strive in the Amaran system are Ugarte and Menu.
Me too.
So I quite confused as to you guys know at a point in time before Amaran, Menu was our best midfielder.
Yeah.
And in terms of physicality, Menu is very good at shielding the ball, and you don't have to shield the ball in one position of the pitch, right? You just move around the ball, right? What I like about Menu is that Menu is also a cool, calm, and collected footballer who likes to progress the football as well too, right? Similar to Ugarte, right? I actually have Ugarte and Menu to be the two players that will actually flourish in an Amarin system, right? So I was a bit confused as to Manu not being physical for the Premier League. In fact, truly, Manu has been one of our best. Think about what the reason Manu got into the English team, the English national team for the Euros just now. The man has been one of our best players. When the guy broke out onto the scene in preseason and then he got injured, everybody was asking when is Manu coming back, right? And then when he came back, he just took the world alight. So I think that, and people are asking what is Menu's best position. I think Menu's best position is a holding midfielder, right? I would like to see Menu and Ugarte together, but Ugarte playing slightly behind Menu, right? But I think there needs to be a communication where because both like to progress the football. I don't want to see Ugarte and Menu progressing the football together, right? Because if two of them progress the football together and one of them just has to give away the football, then we got a big hole in our midfield now, and both of them got to track back, right? But yeah, I think that Manu definitely would be one to watch out for in the system. Unfortunately, he will be missing the game versus Arsenal and Lissandro Martinez, so I think Luke Shaw will possibly have to play that left centre back position, and Ugarte and maybe Casemiro will play that midfield position. Not looking forward to Casemiro versus Arsenal, but it is what it is. So.
Could be Bruno too.
Yeah, could be Bruno and Ugarte in the middle.
So
I think two of them played well against
if Bruno and Ugarte play in the middle, who playing up top then? It'll be Xerxes and
no, it's Garnacho, it's Rashford, it's Mount.
Nah, don't call Garnacho name. Don't call Garnacho name. Nah.
No, what is that possibility? Yeah, is that a possibility? It's a month. It's an option.
Yeah.
I don't think Xerxes starting against
I don't. Xerxes not gonna start.
No, Xerxes not starting.
I wanted to touch on Menu now because I would fill on this one. I was a little confused to hear the comments now because like I think Menu only dropped off at the start of the season because of burnouts. Like we overplayed the youth man and then he went and played with England as well and barely get a rest for the summer and had to come back into the team one time and it's a crappy team and that. So I think Ugarte naturally is a player that could easily be that holding midfielder and stay deeper. And Kobe's the one to progress the ball and to pass it around. And to me today, I find he show why he's the perfect partner for Ugarte in that midfield. I find he was calm, he was composed, he's in play always intelligent. He's always seemed to find space when he do have space around him. I think Kobe is the perfect fit for the midfield, and I glad now that we have the options in Casemiro and even Bruno who could come in and play as well. The thing that we have to get a player in a similar mold of to rotate with is somebody like similar to Ugarte. So that's where like maybe a Toby Collier could come back into the team and do that job. So I think that the question now is not really where Kobe fits into the team. The question is when we rotate in the team, who replacing Ugarte? Because if you look at the midfield when Ugarte not playing, that's when we look more open in midfield now.
Yeah, it
Because
look kind of
Ugarte-
different. Yeah, it look kind of different.
Yeah, because he doing a great job in that anchor role there in front of the defense. He doing a great job. So if once he have the right partner next to him, the midfield looks a lot better. So when we're not playing him, we have to get a player in that mold to fit the role. Casemiro is not a player. We know this. He isn't a player. We don't have any other player similar to that. I think Collier is the only one coming up that we see who possibly could do that.
So again, for me, on the ball, and if we see it on the ball, could be on the ball playing forward, I think perfect. My concern was when we had to defend, when we had to get back. When I say get back, I mean get back and put in a challenge, win the ball, start back the play. And that is where my concern is not on the ball. On the ball, perfect.
Okay.
When it had those large spaces to cover and he had to cover it, win the ball, that is a bit where my concern is at the moment.
But
That is a very valid concern. I know two is for that.
But here's my thing, right? Here's my thing. I think in all Amaranth system, you have to get back, right?
Yeah.
Kobe Manu is not 30 years of age or 40 years of age. He just turned 19 or 20, so he has that energy still, right? In terms of getting back, if you make an attempt to get back, because at the end of the day, if somebody's running through our midfield, more than likely they're going to pass. Somebody's going to run through the midfield. They still got to go through the Lit. They still got to go through Lisandro Martinez. And
by the time you reach too far. By the time you reach there, reach too far.
What do you mean?
By the time you say the team had to go through the Lit and this one, and no, you reach too far. You're on your center back. You're not on your center back. You're bypassing midfield.
You gonna let me talk or no?
All right, go ahead.
No. If you bypass our midfield, you still have to. You're still approaching. Then you're still running towards the likes of the Lit, Mazrari, and also the Sandro Martinez. Right. More than likely, whoever's running towards that back three will do one of two things. First thing they'll do, pass it to the left and pass it to the right. By the time they look to pass it to the left, our midfield has already got back to help the three centre backs.
The cut back.
Correct, right? Because when they
which we've been awful at marking off.
True. Yeah. True. Very, very true. And by the time they pass off to whoever is on the opposition wings, that opposition wing gonna either have to do one of two things: look to dribble past our wing backs, or they have to look to cross it one time. Now, if they cross it one time and it just happens to land on the striker's head and it scores, then tough luck to us, right? Yeah. But more than likely, they're not going to hit it one time. They're not.
But Phil, you saw the game today, Phil, right?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And if Everton was a better team, we saw the spaces for those guys to play a true ball, but they just played straight at the defender. But we saw the spaces open up because the midfield was absent.
But here's the thing. Kobe Manu next to Casemiro has never been the best pairing. Kobe Manu next to Sofiane Amrabat, when he was there, was always the best pairing. Right? No, that Sofiane Amrabat is not there. That is where Ugarte comes in now. Right? So I do not want to see Kobe Manu next to the likes of Casemiro. Right?
That's too much.
But if I could just say something, right? I hear you saying, but if I could just jump on the point what Nico was making, because even and I mean, if we critically thinking here, even against Bodo with Bruno and Ugarte, we were getting some passes were going through, and we found ourselves in recovery phase. So I mean, I don't know if Nico alluding to the a lack in the system as opposed to the individuals, because we're talking about Ugarte being the man that had to be there to break up play. But even with him there against Bodo, we were seeing how the midfield was getting bypass as well.
But even so, we have experimented with 3 different midfields in 3 different games. Don't forget that. So I think by maybe next year, January, Amran will know who his best midfield quadruple is.
So it's about more consistency. We'll deal with that.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's
So I guess even reducing that that hole in the midfield, I think is more of a team thing, than maybe a one or two player thing, So
And also
it's just
one thing
to get that together.
I think one thing Ruben Amorim has also done is that I think the middle centre back out of the back three, that middle centre back actually steps up as well to be part of that midfield. So that midfield centre back now steps up as a defensive midfielder, if you want to call it that, right? So, yeah. Okay. Yeah. So that middle centre back more than likely will be Delit. No steps up as a defensive midfielder to help out in the midfield, right? But that centre back still needs to track back to be part of that trio of centre backs as well, too, right? So we'll see, right?
Yeah.
I don't think after the Arsenal game we would know who our best midfield is. I would be very surprised if we get points from that game, but we'll see, right?
Same.
Yeah, I think everybody looking to and not only the fan base, but even the rivals, the media, looking at the Arsenal game to say, you see, they're ready.
Yeah.
But it'll be foolish and absurd to use that game as any kind of measuring
yardstick, yeah.
Yeah, no, it's too early. It is too early. And this is why, even as fans in a good moment, we still saying it too early. You understand? So how fan rivals could come and look at the Arsenal game and say, if we don't show up, that is, you see, another total. No, I find that's crazy. So
we got Arsenal, we got Forest, and we got City in the month of December.
Yeah, so I really think
if we escape December not losing the game, I might start opening the first door again.
No, but that will be commendable. It'll be commendable,
Yeah, for sure.
Let me just get some comments real quick here, guys.
Just 1 second before you dive into it, bro. I just want to, just kind of reiterate what you just say. Dan, it's years of shit we playing, dog. So, man, can't expect that after 3, 4, I don't care, dog, Arsenal could get 5.
Understand what I'm saying.
Understand the concept.
Understand the context of our saying. Arsenal, we're not here yet. We're not. In my opinion, we're not even close. We're improving little by little. And the one thing the manager said is that everything is game by game. Then we're not there yet. It had plenty chances. Everton could have poisoned me today. Kudos, we win, and we end up winning convincingly. But we're not there yet. Arsenal is one of the most informed teams right now. So, men can't go to Arsenal thinking, all right, we're improving. So Arsenal could put 5 on me, and I'm saying it. They could. But we can't just watch. If they put 5 on us, we get all this pundit and thing. It's a process.
But if Arsenal put 5 on me to have no pod Wednesday.
I hear
you. Arsenal put 5 past me. They had no pod on Wednesday, boy.
I might be yelling myself.
I ain't answering that phone Wednesday.
No.
You'll be watch me. That will be Arsenal be hitting that will be 10 in 2 games. Well, when they hit for 5.
I see Pep, but they're pushing that 6 fingers. I hope that's for 6 losses in a row.
Let me go to the comments now. We go come to he just now with his stupid petty self.
Yeah. Kerwin, Assam on the inside. Good night, man.
Good night, brother.
Yes, buddy. Kevin saying here, can't wait to see Euro in the system. Here for Euro. I tell you, within the team now, it has so much things to look forward to, everybody. And Euro, from what the little I see,
day by day.
Yeah. Aaron saying here, Nico, you're drinking whatever juice Amorim giving you to drink whatever Amorim giving you this time too. I say joking, right? right? But Nico, we go jump on board just now. 2 more wins,
It's
right?
Nico, eh? Come on.
No, I still optimistic, but that's, I mean, I'm still hopeful, but that's very cautious.
Yeah. Nico, you're nitpicking. Stop it. All right. Then also saying here in Amarim post match, he said he thanked Rude for advising him about Ahmad.
You say so?
I don't know if it's advising,
It's
but I
advising.
know he
He
said
say
he
he
did
started
say,
work with it.
yeah, he started correct. He started the
Yeah.
work with Ahmad. I mean, doing probably here. Yeah, I don't know. I'll put Mino in the 10. Kevin said.
Oh God, no. Nah.
Yeah.
Why no? Why no?
Nah.
That could work too. That
Why?
could work too.
No, but why no,
No,
Chef?
that could work.
Why?
In the
No, but
10.
why no? Why not?
Why not? No, but why? Only why not? No, I said why.
No, but why not? He asking you why not?
So we don't have players to play the 10 right now.
But when you see the 10 role is more, more of your creative players you would want to put in your 10.
Yeah, your creative players at the 10, your dictators at the number 8 and 6, right? So
And
Yeah.
Kobe could do both. But Kobe also has, the ability to play in a number 10 role because, I mean, in his development, he was an attacking midfielder, center attacking midfielder, number 10. He played number 10,
I want to ask Kevin this.
No, but we look
If you're
at when you look at Mino's skill set as well, Chef, he easy on the eye with the ball. He could progress the football, he could shoot, he could find pockets, he could do so much to play that number 10. So I don't see
No,
why.
listen. You understand what I'm saying? I never said the youth can't play number 10. I just said not because we think a man have the ability to play that position, we will just put him in that position. We don't need him to. In my very humble opinion, on a Sunday evening, I don't think we need him to be playing number 10. The 8 and the 6, in my opinion, at this moment in time, is what we more need out of him. That's all.
yeah, my
Not
number
saying I
number
don't.
10 will be Bruno and
I drink the whole Kobe Mino rum, So I dare for it. I believe in the youth. But
my number 10s honestly would be Bruno, Ericsson, and maybe Xerxes. Honestly, those are my number 10s.
Kobe fits in number 10 perfect for me. Yeah, me in line to tell you.
Easy. Yeah.
Easy.
Okay.
If you have Bruno and Ugarte in that midfield, and a Kobe and like a Mount next to him, Mount with that energy
I forget about Mount, boy.
and Kobe with the finesse. Come on. That's 2 10, 2 different types of 10s behind the striker there.
And then on top of that now, it may now, solve one of the concerns that Simeon and Nico mentioned, Kobe having to run back and that kind of thing. We say that he don't have to run back. But I mean,
he has much distance.
Correct.
And not in the critical areas of the pitch, like he would have to cover if he playing deeper.
Yeah.
Bruno have more energy. Bruno is kind of run harder men. So if you think about it, if he and Bruno switch positions, it might actually work out to fill some gaps in the midfield.
I find so too.
I gotta see that for myself. I mean, I'm not against Kobe Mino in the number 10, but I just gotta see it for myself.
Yeah, I think having an open mind is an option.
Yeah.
If you're having an open mind, and you really look at his skill set, I think it's an option.
Yeah.
Yeah, but big man, I would tell you straight up. When Amarin was hired, I never pictured Amad Diallo playing right wing back. Never. Never.
For that.
Yeah. I'm playing it so well too.
But boy, the man playing that position, I sorry, he's a victim of his own success, because he ain't moving from there.
Yeah, I'm moving from there. I'm sorry.
He ain't moving from there.
Yeah.
Kurt on the inside, good night. Kurt, thanks for joining, man. He's saying here it was nice to see the guys in the squad play a different role today. We actually see Licha playing as a right back today.
Right center back.
Right
I was questioning that a bit today as well too, because there were times that not Kobe Mino, there was times that Amar was calling for the ball and Lissandro Martinez is so peg-legged that the man always needs to put it on his left foot to pass it in the middle or pass it back to Onana, right? So I was more like, maybe if Harry Maguire was on the right side. Harry Maguire's right-footed, right? So
Nah, but I'm not going to actually what I thought about Maguire Camille
Oh,
because that was
God.
a train wreck, you know. That was a train wreck, you know. I don't know, boy. Like, what
Dan.
Maguire was doing there, boy?
Dan,
Gosh.
but
Dan, the-
Onana come big today, boy. That's all.
Dan, the one, a man want to, when I say Onana make a big save,
Yeah,
a man say Onana does make every save look like a big save. I said, dog, oh, you understand what went on with that ball? Harry dumbass Maguire was sleeping.
Yeah.
That ball come over. As the keeper, I watching my stopper supposed to cover that. Must caterpillar of a stopper and cover it. So now I had to switch direction to save a proper downwards header. And men want to tell me if Onana had stand up, he would have saved. I say, you see someone here who does make these kind of comments, all you're supposed to be playing for Trinidad national team because all you're real good. Because all you shouldn't be pumping gas or picking up garbage or being a traffic police. All you're supposed to be playing for the national team. Because all you're so good. You know that. You know that. The man said the man should have stand up, you know, and the ball would have come straight in. Like, you know, you as a keeper down your bunks, you remember, he done point he oh God help me. He done move it to one side. We does be critical of players. But we had to be honest at times though. That was a big time save though.
No, that was a save. That's quite
I
normal.
got to mention something totally unnecessary to what Chef's saying. Because a man messaged me in the last couple of weeks, and he might ask me one question based on a player that we used to have that is scoring. The man say, Phil, you're missing Wan-Bissaka, and I leave you on red.
You didn't answer that, boy. You didn't answer
What?
that.
I leave you on red.
We have Maswari.
I give you the scene.
You talking about Bissaka?
You might ask me if you miss Wan-Bissaka. I give him the scene.
I thought you were going to talk about McTominay.
No. Wan-Bissaka scored versus Newcastle, against Arsenal. I mean,
right
ask me, Phil, if you're missing Wan-Bissaka, boy.
No, I could be
right now, McTominay top of the league in Italy.
No, but
he scored a goal, and then all you see somebody shitty play too.
I don't watch McTominay.
I don't watch all football once I could. So
no, I feel I don't have to tell your partner trolling, right? Because if he was serious, he'd have talked about Anthony Martial anyway. Right? No all again type right now. Martial likes me up in Greece, but anyway, next comment. Kevin Williams.
Hey, go to the comments, sir.
Men wants to cover for cast flaws too much when they play together, and this one of the reasons why may not get overruled, right? Kurt saying here look good as.
He doing well then. He needs to because he had a play against Arsenal because we
Don't forget he was.
All right, so let me just say something. Let me just say something, right?
Yeah.
Maguire come on, right? And Maguire almost cost we 2 times. One, the one that Chef was talking about when Onana pulled off the big save, and the one when he threw frame. Anybody see when he skated and passed him like he wasn't there?
Yeah. After he come forward after about 5 minutes, then.
Yeah.
Why you doing that for? Why you doing that for?
Yeah.
Right? Not only you're slow to recover to pick up on your man. And it's only because Everton wasn't decisive. Then they capitalized on Maguire and he nonsense in a way.
Yeah,
and for me, this is not a matter you was out for a while. This is brain thing. I thinking thing.
Yeah.
When they get injured, they don't lose that ability to think the game, especially when you're seeing the game from the back, right? And you could read the football. Next thing, Luke Shaw, all you see that man by as far as I'm concerned, if we was checking how much time he could pass the ball back and sideways, Luke Shaw is a top player.
Of course.
Player, boy. Tom Cleverley 2.0.
I hate that in a boy.
Dan, absolutely no kind of impetus about going forward, you know. I had the ball, I put it back to the keeper. Brother man.
That's why I love Lissandro Martinez. That's why I love Lissandro Martinez, boy.
Yeah, boy. We
Forward
gonna
passes only.
Anyway, let me just go through the comments, right? Because that's my next.
Be a little brave self now.
Yeah, boy.
In fairness, though, Kurt did say he looked good. He didn't say he looked great or exceptional. He did say he looked good.
Good mean you look good, and I don't think you look good. You look high. You look
Before you're going to Javid on Reem, I will say this though. If it's any player we know the player with a Trini back is Luke Shaw.
Yeah.
I don't think none of us have a doubt about that. Yet still I ain't care for him, and yet still I want him going in January.
Yeah. Later. Javid saying here, we have goals to concede, plenty chances being given up. Right, as expected, given our players now learning the transitions. That first 25 minutes today was not fun. But I think the 25 minutes after the first 15, I don't know if I agree with that.
I find the 15 was good. I find the first 15 was real good.
Yeah, if they scored one of those, the game could have been very different. That said, I taken this. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Kurt saying here, chef now about believing the youth, but don't watch none of these games.
What are you talking about?
Oh Lord.
Hey, chef, you always coming at it for the youth, so he must come. He always coming at him for the youth, so he comes.
No, but what you talking about?
Kobe, when you talk about Kobe,
we still talking about Kobe Mano as in that terms. Kobe Mano is a full-fledged England senior team player. You talk about under 17 man running up and down. I must be watching. You feel like nothing to do. I have a whole business and a woman, you know. When you have time with that. I will watch under 17 and under 18 man run up and down.
Nah, go to the highlights.
No part.
I start watching the highlights of them games.
Yeah.
Them youths real running that.
Rishi on the inside, he's saying Kobe at this moment in time is better at the 8, right? In 2 to 3 years' time, he would fit into it easily. Give the youth a chance to grow. You see, so everybody using the term youth, right? So could justify any comment, right? All right.
That's what I said. We when we say youth, we talking because he's young.
All right. How many people on the panel know how good Kobe was before he broke into the senior squad? All right. I think Nico used to always tell about Kobe. Nico used to always tell about Kobe.
To be a quality.
Yeah, Nico.
And this fella we let go to Benfica too. He was real quality. I don't know
Fernandez.
Yes,
we know about. If it's one person, I think everybody was disappointed with Ben Fernandez.
And Greenwood is a lighter that youth league.
God by Greenwood, but you know what Greenwood I mean.
Mason is advantage.
Yeah, Greenwood hat trick almost every game.
Yeah, Mason was advantageous.
Yeah, he was bad. Again from the left or the right, and again,
Greenwood was bad. I think Greenwood one of the best patches that youth league in a long time. I mean, that's Greenwood. Yeah.
Yeah. It's good saying here if Onana can get the feet reflexes like the hair is fire. All right. You also saying here Reem go on swab out. All right. Now the man anyway. Eric on the inside, thanks for joining, man. He's saying there's going to be a special place in hell for Ten Hag.
Please don't make these kind of comments. Because let go some effort, so and so. Please don't make these kind of comments. Every time I think about it, I just get mad.
Is that trigger comment?
Yes, boy. I just get mad then.
I just get mad when I hear about the money we pay for Mount, to be honest.
Yeah, Mount, yeah. For that kind of money, you may not be playing right through, and you can be playing and always injured. But Anthony, the club looking to recoup that, at least something at all.
Saying he the Chelsea boy.
At least something you can
I'm more taking with the money we pay for Mount than what we pay for Anthony.
No, is it
Anthony
true?
is shit, boy. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, Mickey on the inside. Good night, man. Blessed night to you. Thanks for joining, man. He's saying how you're smiling so that cake pass around, boy.
Yeah.
As
A
it came.
40 keep
I was blue eyes
Well
and
done,
blue and
good,
white.
well done.
Hey fellas, Maguire only get played today because Amorim still tweaking his best side. Certain players going. I don't think nobody going in January, if I'm honest.
Maguire only played because we also got consider we got Arsenal on Wednesday as well too. You know.
Yeah. So you have to rotate.
Remember, as we keep on saying, is every player under scrutiny right now. Everybody deserves a chance. Maguire was pretty decent before he got injured, so
Yeah.
it's only right.
Yeah, he was one of the better players on the team, to
He
be honest.
was.
Yeah.
That was another one.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like he accustomed playing the back three for England.
Correct.
True.
So JP, hear this, right? You know, we were always talking about the winners and the losers for and you know the way Amorim want to play and going forward. Any of the players that you would have considered a loser, you know, went to the side of our winner today? This for the panel.
Oh, Xerxes for sure, because that was, I think everybody was questioning, and I was just still real hopeful that Amorim could do something with him. I mean, it's one game, but I think from the start you saw confidence in Xerxes, and he was like written off by everybody, and a lot of people was just like, yeah, how he fits in the system, how he playing. And Amorim himself said after the game that he playing basically like a false nine. To see no, he's not a nine. So that's how he's set up to play with him today. And Xerxes get the opportunity, he get the chances, and he score. And not just taking the chances to score, but even the play that he was involved in otherwise with the passes to Ahmad.
A few
The one that Ahmad missed. Yeah, the one that Ahmad missed, the one that led to the goal. I think he was real influential in the game today. Even some of his hold-up play was good. The passes that he was picking up from it and all that. And the partnership, I think, with Rashford is what really make it too. Because they had a kind of understanding in how they played together today. They kind of play off each other, and I liked what I saw from them, because at that point it was almost like a front two we played with. So for sure, Xerxes, I will say, will be that player who moved from loser to winner.
Yeah, Simeon, what do you think?
Loser. I mean, I think just any forward player. I mean, I think coming in, like, it's a Xerxes, like with Rashford, like when we look at the system, it was a lot of spots for like the the forwards and the Canachos, the Rashfords. You figure it'd be less place to play them, but like Amorim has a way of making use of players, in different positions that you wouldn't think they would be, useful in. Like he's found a way to use players that, whether it's Rashford, whether it's Xerxes, even somebody like Anthony. I mean, like I think like the way he's using players right now, giving them a chance to play, and understand that if you don't play well, you might get picked, play again. I think that the way he's using the players right now, especially the forwards, it's going to put you in a spot that if you play well there, you might have a chance to play well, play again. So, given, I think, the forwards, the Rashfords, the Xerxes, even the Rasmus, is just having a spot up there for them to perform, understanding that, it's a lot of you guys playing. So if you want to play, get playing time, you have to do well. So it's not really anybody in particular, but just the forwards in general.
Yeah. Anybody different from from Xerxes that, after today would have gone on the side of the winner or gone to the side of the loser?
Well, as much as I think we know he's part of the bigger plan. I think over the last few games, Dallo was real strong on the left hand side, but I don't think he was that bad today. You
No.
know,
No, I don't think-
yes, so because
I don't think-
from the last
it's-
game, even the game before, we said, nah, boy, either Dallo on the left or nothing. I'm on the
Yeah.
right or nothing. But today I find he was solid on the left today. So I think today, if you go about today's game, he came out a winner in today's game. When I saw him in the lineup on the left, I said, oh Lord, I hold my head, but I think he did well.
So you think, Nico, based on that?
Everton right too.
Say that again, JP?
Who play on Everton right? Because I'm trying to think if it's
Ashley Young.
if it's
Ashley Young, though.
Ashley Young,
right.
man.
So that's why I think it's
Yeah.
more that Gallo was challenged.
He wasn't
less
pressured.
today.
Yeah, he wasn't pressured
Yeah,
on the ball.
Young
Yeah.
wasn't really attacking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that being said, I don't agree with Nico there. I know the fault he was.
Hey, gotcha. Yeah, we had to see
That-
this moment. Clip it, clip
This
it,
man has been
clip it.
playing. No. Dallo has been playing real shit,
Yeah.
Today he was really.
Real.
And if I never say it again, today Xerxes was really proper. Well, no exaggerate. Today, I would say it was his best game so far in a Manchester shirt.
That's
He had
it.
his madman moments, but
Just call
generally,
that man all kind of names. That's it.
and sometimes
You
inspire me. So I want to believe he watch our podcast and say, oh, I could be shit on. All right, I Wengos 2.0. All right, I'm gonna show that balling bitch how to play. All right. I'm going and show you. The man show me the one thing though. Please, somebody show him how to celebrate properly now. Where he get that to celebrate from? The boy big and stupid looking, eh?
No man, I respect the man. And the man trademark and he's sticking to it.
Yeah.
That shit. Celebrate properly. Please, is a Manchester United player. Shit.
I agree with Chef. I find that shitty. Real
It's shitty, boy.
No, I find it catchy. I find it shitty but catchy.
The man big. So everybody else trying to put a gun onto you.
The man look like brother man from Martin. Baby. He celebrate good now, boy.
I find it catchy, man.
Celebrate good. Nothing catchy. That nothing catchy about that. Ain't gonna see no forward good and celebrate so. Boy, big and retarded looking boy. But he take his goals properly, yeah.
No. Two good goals, man.
I actually hear watching like these mini clips of Xerxes versus Everton, and the man got some vision. Not only did he take the goal, the man some vision.
Yeah, boy, and quality them passes, like
quality smart passes. Then like no Hollywood passes. They're actually smart.
Proper passes. Even when he hit man. A couple crossfield passes was proper. That I was like, all right.
I think two things.
No, I ain't taking back nothing.
One game. Come on.
One game.
Nah, no. The man had that three locker. We were seeing from day one.
Let me just mention this, right?
Confidence the man was lacking.
Yeah, let me just mention this. I think what's important too is having players, and I can't remember who mentioned it, having players on the same wavelength with you, because if and a manager who understand what your skill sets are to allow you to play and not expect Hoyland from Xerxes. I think that's important.
Yeah,
so to hear Amorim say that before the game, it was encouraging, right? Because you just want to throw the man in number 9 and expect him to be a bull. And not making sense. It's not helping, show up his qualities. Right?
Yeah.
The next thing too, you see Xerxes ball retention by and killing off a game. I don't know if I realize it's at a part in the game when he dropped in the pockets on the right side. and he was just playing the passes around, and it was killing the momentum, whatever momentum Everton was trying to build. And all of these things are important things in a game that, we just tend to overlook now, boy. Just killing the momentum. Pass it off, so get it back, knock it here, and Everton, sometimes when they fell run, you just see them stop pressing and they'll just drop back, and then you don't kill any intent from your opposition already.
Yeah.
So these are the things that I saw from Xerxes that I liked, but it's important for him that his manager understand what he offering, so that when he playing, you know what to expect, or the team and the player that you're matching him with will complement him, or he will complement them. Outside of that, he will look like trash.
Yeah.
So
definitely. And you're saying that again. I think that he was not a Ten Hag buy. I think that you see the brain. I think you see the brain trust they have up there now. I think they definitely know what they're doing. I think anything that happened now, even since they came in, it didn't happen by guess. I think Euro didn't happen by guess. Going for Brantwaite didn't happen. Wanting to go for Brantwaite didn't happen by guess. Going for Ugarte didn't happen by guess.
Them have a way to want the team to play, and it really didn't. If when you look at it, based on the type of players that was bought, it wasn't aligned with the way Ten Hag want to play.
Exactly. Going for Amarin wasn't my guess. Going for Amarin wasn't my guess.
Was talking about that yesterday. I think because after this already, now I'm talking about Ten Hag. I think it boiled down to that. They didn't want to pay that 10 million though. So there was kind of hoping it might have worked out. But boy, we know what the rest is history.
While y'all were talking, you know what highlights I watching? Berbatov versus Blackburn when we put 7 million. And here's the thing, right? The way Xerxes played today reminds me of how Berbatov used to play for us, right? It was 4. He scored 4, yeah. But the way Berbatov played in that game, or just in general, just being that kind of creative striker, it kind of reminds me of how Xerxes.
That inside out flick he gives to Garnacho today is a Berbatov special. But when he did it, I was like, pass, boy.
But Chef, I feel kind of ashamed. Like, when we first signed him, I come on here, I talk about, this man could be good. This man, watch Ronaldinho, and a big Ronaldinho fan. And the man go out there and play all that mess. But, you see these players play for these teams, and it looks so good. I mean, we saw it. We knew it was there, but why? The man actually can't play football. The man get a ball in space, and the man didn't know what to do with it.
Ten Hag boy.
I want to mention one player where I'm still on the fence with him, but I think Marcus Rashford, he has something to prove. He always shines under new managers, but I definitely want to see Marcus Rashford next season. If he's still here next season, I want to see if he can repeat this type of repeat. I don't want to say, because his performances today were okay. He scored 2 goals, but his performance was just okay today.
I think it was good. I think it was more than okay.
But you see, and I'm telling you something, Phil, I think it's more to what we're seeing from Rashford now, because I don't know if I remember early in the season when even though he would have scored a little odd goal here and there, he wasn't even doing that. Yeah. And he score and he doing that now. So I don't know if it's a confidence thing that he feeling himself again. I don't know. Let me see, but I agree with what you're saying, because we've seen it happen a lot of times with Rashford. So let me see.
But if it happens next season, you got your bench and.
But Marcus had to finish. Marcus had to play so for the rest of this season or next year he going.
But watch Ahmad. Like, what I love about Ahmad before was he was so unselfish. And for a little bit there, when Ten Hag wasn't picking him, he started getting a little selfish because
he tried to do too much.
But now he looks so confident, so comfortable, like passing the ball.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All them men just start playing
Yes.
looking better. Everybody start looking better now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
They have
The
to
only,
play.
the only man had to learn that get a memo Simeon
It's
is
gotta
Garnacho, eh?
Yeah.
Yes.
The man saw you something. Outer, if Garnacho had get that breakaway today, or you think he was passing that ball?
Nope.
Never.
Nope.
No.
He was
But
Never.
I tell you, you had to start to do it because I tell you, he would start to be like an Anthony sitting on
Well,
the side.
I see a play, and just to go back to Ahmad because he's our guy at the moment. I see a play late in the second half where Ahmad sent 2 guys.
Yes.
The man sent 2 guys for a hot dog,
Three.
boy.
That should have been a penalty with the
And
wicked self.
that should have been a penalty as well too, but
Them wicked boy. Manchester really can't get nothing, you know.
If it was the other way around, then a VAR would have called
Of
it. and all that kind
course.
thing.
Yeah.
Of
Just like we did
course.
against West
That
Ham.
he sent them 3 men for beers and a moccasin, you know.
No, that real crap. I can't believe that's not a penalty. Somebody between
That was a penalty.
today. That real crap. You understand? Let me just get the comments, guys, and we'll to wrap it up now. Right? Erickson here, Zirkzee was Zubatov today.
Zubatov, yeah. Zubatov. No, no,
I like
Winehouse.
that. I like that.
Zubatov, yes.
No, no, Winehouse. Zubatov.
Eric can kill me with that one, yes. Erickson Zubatov. That is real high praise, isn't it?
Yeah, but
To one of the most technically gifted players ever, you know.
Really silkiest players.
Yeah. Kirsten here, and I did say in the last podcast that Jay-Z was going to start next game, and he didn't disappoint today. True. Mickey saying here, honestly, this is a lovely feeling. Been so long, all right, and we are actually hearing the coach speak the truth and being honest as to what we are seeing. Yeah, he calling it out. You know, if the man doing this good, he's saying it. You know.
Yeah, and let's go back on that. And I sent the clip when he talk about Hoyland take too much touches when he get the ball. See when he said that, I realized that this man's seeing it.
Yeah, he's seeing it. He's seeing everything.
If a player, and for me, it's not necessarily he don't want his number 9 to touch the ball too much. You know, he realized you don't have that.
Yeah.
No need that. Yeah, no need that is because
your job is to get in the box and try to. If you don't have that, then you touching the ball too much will kill momentum. It will.
Yeah, because it's not sense in it because whereby doing on the ball had to be making sense now.
Correct.
Yeah.
But the 1, 3, and 4 touches you take in, you're not doing nothing with it.
You have to know your capabilities.
Hold on. Is that 2-touch at most striker?
2-touch at most and move.
Yeah. And be the box to skating and getting the goal.
Yeah.
Chef, you really do like that demand. He played good he played good this game. You still criticize him. Next game he will change it. Who we talking about here?
The man said Chef. You talk about Zirkzee, yeah.
No, it can be no.
Are you really the man today? I feel only just like to say chef because it's just 4 syllables. You know? It's easy to call, you know.
Arun
4 syllables, I thought I would be 2.
Well, 4 words, I should say. 4 letters. I said syllables. 4 letters.
Arun said here saw a comment which said Amorim is one of the best communicators. I think this is so underrated. This is the reason things are coming together, right? This one idea thing from the board, staff, players, and all who involved. And also because of this individual skill, talent is coming out. Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah.
Because here that player connection is very important. Luke and Rash have a connection. Maz and Dalo, Ugarte and Cassie, Amar and Bruno. All right. Dalo was playing too many games, Bruno and was it was
Bruno stepping in, yeah.
The manager actually alluded to that today.
Yeah. I must admit Rashford has improved on his passing to others, Alan saying here Rashford have to give 2 good seasons before I believe him.
You giving him plenty
before. Once he knows that he's under probation, he will play best ball.
You said two good seasons, you know. So that means you had to play good for 2 good seasons straight, Chef.
Probably have till the end of the season to play like Marcus Rashford, the child feeder, and not Marcus Rashford, the god that get home.
Chef, the man said 2 seasons, the man had a
seasons,
Phil,
two seasons, you know.
Yes.
Them fellas and them just get home and tell the girl, if you horn me again, I'll be done.
Chef, the man said the man had to play good straight for 2 seasons.
For 2 seasons, you know, dog.
Yes,
so you
had to play good.
That fella's wicked, boy. Me now, well, I know I have a big belly, but me not belly like elephant, so 2 seasons, boy.
Yes, Chef. The man said the man had to play good straight for 2 seasons.
For 2 seasons.
Believe in him.
2 seasons.
Believe in him a little bit. For just have to believe in him a little bit.
Eric.
Nah, man get hurt. I hurt talking there.
I not hurt alone.
But the man, your girlfriend come from one of the trashiest reality shows, boy.
Jesus. Yeah. Marcus Rashford, no, this season, under a new manager, is a make or break season. And I know 2 ways about that. Marcus is 27, right? 26, 27. And so you can make England national team, you know, at your age, you know. If the bell's not ringing in your head right now, that your career could seriously nosedive if you don't buck up. And men want to give him 2 seasons? Hell no.
Jeff, the man said 2 seasons straight. The man had to play good for
2 seasons, you know.
Yes, he giving him 2 seasons to catch himself, you know.
Yes, in 2 months, you know. 2 seasons.
Chef, the man said the man had to play good for 2 seasons straight.
So what we going on?
Fellas, last talking point to wrap it, right? Meno and Martinez out of the Arsenal game.
Yeah.
How much of a miss do you all think that these guys will be? And we wrap it.
Martinez definitely a miss for sure.
Yeah.
Martinez, think Martinez will
hurt.
Yeah, Martinez is more a miss, even though Martinez ain't really at full strength right now, but Martinez combativeness, just his all-round leadership in the back there will definitely be missed.
I don't think Meno was going to start anyway. Meno wasn't going to start that game at all.
I don't think I probably was going to start Ugarte and Casemiro. I didn't see Kobe start.
I think Ugarte and Bruno.
Ugarte and Bruno.
Sorry.
So basically, I think the general consensus is depends on your Messi, depending on who your replacement is. Because I mean, for Martinez, we're talking about pass back shore, and with Meno, we know Meno wasn't really going to start today. There was I mean, next game was going to be Bruno and Ugarte.
They probably will start Shaw, you know.
Possibly.
I don't. Shaw will start. I think Shaw will start. Will start there.
Show more minutes. Yeah, but I wouldn't be surprised to see Maguire on the left hand side.
I realize
against Arsenal, but
no, Nico, you crazy?
Against Bukayo Saka? Well.
You just want Saka rapey, boy.
You wicked boy, Nico. You so bad minded, boy.
I would be surprised.
No, but I realize a little bit of the ruthless streak in Amorim non kicking, right? Because Evans and Ericsson wasn't in the match squad today, right?
True.
But I don't think Ericsson did so bad to get drop altogether, you know. I didn't see Ericsson did anything, you know, so
like Ericsson was actually having a pretty decent season.
The fact that Meno may not be there against Arsenal will be a chance back in the team for him. But I really see
team imagine that.
Evans and Ericsson.
Evans, it'll be tough. It'll be tough.
It's even tough for Evans because Evans and Ericsson really and truly was having a decent season on that channel.
Yeah. Evans injured or something?
No.
Evans, that's too much. It had too much space to cover for Evans well, because you had to be progressive, you had to have the field, and then you had to cover that space behind you.
I don't.
That
I
thing
like.
now
I
clever.
really admire. I mean, to say good about talking, but I could also give Jack the jacket. I really admire what Johnny Evans has done when he get called up since he come back, but I just can't see him adding that much value in this type of formation,
Yeah, this
especially
system,
at that
you get make
position.
out.
Yeah.
You get make out bad.
Yeah, you get me a coat.
Yeah.
Do we see Euro?
Unless you go with a back four and play deep.
And he ain't going and he right now he vibes right now.
Do you guys think
I
Euro
think
be healthy?
in defense you see the back
Huh?
four against Arsenal. In defense you see the back four against Arsenal.
You think so?
You go with our force?
In defense. We saw
When we
less of it today
defended.
now because remember
Today you
that's
saw
what he
it.
kind of did.
Today at times they change your back four.
Yeah, but it was a lot less. We play more of that
Yeah.
back three today and less of the back four. But against Arsenal, I think we will have to. We had to start the game like that because remember against Bodo, that's how we kind of change in the second half, and that's when we get better control over the game. Yeah, that left side especially against Arsenal is the biggest threat.
Them wingers, boy, Arsenal
Don't play
Arsenal wingers.
Don't start Canacho.
Saka and Odegaard like to operate in that space on that side there.
Yeah.
Then you still a match. You still a match.
If we shut down Odegaard, I think we have a chance of securing a point or even 3 points.
Where we playing?
Then
Saka too, Saka is real trouble, boy.
Dan, Saka form
Saka is real
like
trouble.
secondary school right now. You know?
Yeah, he's real trouble.
Saka got what? 10. Saka got 11 assists this season, boy.
Yep.
All right. So, fellas, I think that brings us to the end of the pod. We on the up. We're seeing signs of progress. Something that I have been crying for under the previous manager. With the players that we have, we've seen a style of play, and he didn't even have to bring any player from his previous club. We had other men talking about they can't play that style of play because they don't have players after spending 600 million. Right? I mean, this comment still doesn't mean that if Abrams had to do crap, I ain't gonna come hard at him. But I mean, from what we see in here right now, there's a lot more than I have seen for 2.5 seasons under the previous manager. Right? And that's very encouraging, man. We talk about how well of a communicator Amorim is, and it's like night and day. And I just want to pop this quote from his post-match here, right? And it's something that if all you know me from the start, and I've even put it in the comments for the program. I'm always about performance, how we play, the results will come. I always used to say that the results will come.
Yeah.
And Amorim said that, and it just made me feel so good inside. He's saying you can't just focus on the result.
Yeah, I saw that.
You have to focus on the way the result appeared.
Yeah.
Before the game, we have so much to do, but it's better to work with victories, of course. Because I mean, he had to win time, as he always says it, right? So let's focus on the performance more than the result, because the results will come.
Yep.
Yeah.
And this
So if we play battering against Arsenal, that would stay in here.
If that were you reading the code, then that you.
Dan,
you interpret that, we can't help you there.
No, because
Dan, you from hell,
I'm saying
Guys,
5.
when you read it to what the man say.
Yeah, because I'm say 5 against Arsenal. So if we play good, the result, but we still get 5, then focus on the performance and not the result.
It's a process, brother.
Yeah.
No, but much I mean, truth be told, Nico, you probably talk a little heights there, boy, and I remember to know what he's saying.
I telling you.
No, but I mean, all seriousness, once we play good and we have the right idea and we stay true, I think the victories and the results will come. Sometimes when you go after results alone, that is when you end up doing what Ten Hag doing. You just have men there who go shoot first. And hope and hope that one of them score and get you over the line. And you'll never focus on getting a proper style of play. And
Yeah.
everybody else go suffer because they're not scoring.
So
Yes,
results have
yeah, we know.
results have a way of results have a way of papering over performances, you know. And we
exactly.
and we who know that better than Manchester United
Two
fans.
trophies, boy. 2 trophies.
You understand? We play
Yeah,
crap
2
for-
trophies.
We play crap for 2 seasons, but he coming out talking about trophies. No, dog.
Yeah.
No. So I mean, this is why you know, the cup right here now, boy. You know, you know.
I taste it yet,
Yeah, I taste
but
it.
but it's looking good.
Close.
I drinking. I don't care. I drinking.
Jerry drinking.
I drink.
I ain't drinking nothing.
Anyway, fellas, it was nice. It was nice. Nico, JP, Chef, Simeon, Phil, you know, even those in the comments, you know, let's stay for the entire hour and hour plus. We do appreciate it.
Man.
Yeah. Don't forget to like and share. We're gonna get much more people in on the content. We want people to know that All in All United exists. You know, this forum here for Man United fans. You know, and the rival fans all could come and talk to. You know,
Where the Man City fans at?
Boy.
Well, I can't wait to Pep leave one of you. When Pep leaves you, you're going back to your original football team that you used to support.
So when I'm done, to go back already.
No. Phil, what do you mean these 6 Man City fans that have in the world?
Dan, he's one petty buller, boy. Jesus Christ, boy. Dan, he watch about 6. But
Yeah,
take your beating.
Very much a fan there.
Dan, me a line I tell you, Liverpool beat Dan. Liverpool and give them a chance, you know.
Liverpool playing some football.
I dream. Right, so I definitely had to go.
Lessons, brothers.
Yeah,
man.
Very cool.
All
Anyway,
right,
fellas,
so
so we're wrapping up at the same time. Have a good night. See you all on the next one, guys. Bye.
Yeah.